Keep pounding, Panther Nation. The kind of breakthrough that echoes through Bank of America Stadium, sending chills down every spine in Carolina. You've been riding the highs and lows this season, watching Dave Canal's squad battle through inconsistencies, especially on that defensive side that's supposed to be the backbone. But after a rough patch against the Bills, where the ground game tore them apart, something shifted on the frozen tundra up in Green Bay. The Panthers pulled off a gritty 16-13 upset over the NFC's top team, and it wasn't just any win, it was a statement. If you're part of this crew, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and join the conversation. This community runs on real fans like you. Now let's cut to the chase. The catalyst behind this defensive masterclass, none other than safety Trevon Moehrig, the offseason steal from the Raiders who's turning heads and changing games. Picture this, third quarter, tension thick as fog over Lambeau Field, Jordan Love drops back and boom, Moehrig steps in front, snags that interception like it's his destiny, and suddenly the momentum flips. That pick wasn't just a turnover, it set up the go-ahead touchdown, sealing a victory that had Packers fans stunned and Panther Nation roaring from afar. Moehrig didn't stop there. 5 tackles, 2 for loss, 2 pass breakups. This guy was everywhere, a human highlight reel in a game that tested every ounce of Carolina's resolve. It was his first pick of the season, but man, did it count. NFL.com's Grant Gordon nailed it. Moehrig proved to be a catalyst in the Panthers' upset, and catalyst is right. Signed to a 3-year, $51 million deal back in the offseason, this former Raider has been a starter in all 9 games, racking up 55 tackles, second only to Christian Roseboom's 77. Add in a sack, 3 QB hits, 3 passes defensed, and you've got a player who's not just filling a spot but elevating the entire unit. Let's rewind a bit to set the stage. The Panthers entered Week 9 at 4-4, a team on the rise but plagued by defensive lapses. That 49 drubbing by Buffalo exposed cracks, with 245 rushing yards surrendered after holding the previous 3 foes to a measly 131 combined. Fans were frustrated, questioning if Canals could steady the ship against a Packers squad boasting the NFC's best record and Josh Jacobs pounding the rock. But surprise, it was Carolina's own running attack, led by Rico Dowdle, that controlled the clock, while the defense forced 2 takeaways. Moehrig's interception was the dagger, but the whole secondary swarmed like never before. This win wasn't fluky, it's part of a bigger picture. The Panthers' defense, once the league's worst in 2024, now ranks 13th in fewest total yards allowed per game. That's no small feat for a unit rebuilt on the fly. Moehrig at 25 brings that Las Vegas edge, physicality mixed with instincts honed in the silver and black. Remember his draft day back in 2021. Second-round pick out of TCU, he flashed potential but sought a fresh start. Carolina gave him that, and he's repaying with performances that scream all-pro. As the clock ticked down in Green Bay with the score tight and the crowd hushed, Moehrig's play reverberated back home. In Charlotte, bars erupted, tailgates reignited, Panther pride swelling like the Catawba River after a storm. This isn't just about one game, it's about belief. Canals, ever the steady hand, preached consistency post-game, but his eyes lit up talking about Moehrig. He's the guy who makes plays when it matters, the coach said, and you could hear the relief in his voice. Diving deeper into Moehrig's impact, consider the numbers beyond the box score. Those 2 tackles for loss, they stuffed Jacobs on key third downs, forcing punts and keeping Green Bay's offense off balance. The pass breakup showed his coverage skills, blanketing receivers and daring Love to test him again. And that sack earlier in the season, a reminder he's not just a ball hawk but a disruptor up front when needed. Teammates rave about his preparation, film sessions turning into masterclasses, leadership quiet but undeniable. For a franchise that's endured rebuilds and heartbreak, moments like this fuel the fire. The Panthers, once punching bags, now stare down a 5-4 record with eyes on the playoffs. Moehrig's NFC Defensive Player of the Week nod. It's validation, a badge of honor for a kid from Los Angeles who dreamed big. But let's not get ahead, consistency is the word. The defense can't afford another Bills-like meltdown if they're serious about contending. Yet in the locker room after the win there was joy unfiltered. Players doused each other, chants of keep pounding filling the air. Moehrig, mic in hand, kept it humble. Team win, all about the brothers. That's the Panther way, grit over glamour. As Carolina heads home to face a reeling 1-8 Saints squad, the question lingers, can this defensive surge hold? With Moehrig anchoring the back end, the answer feels like yes. Fast forward to Sunday at Bank of America Stadium, where the lights will shine on a Panthers team hungry for back-to-back statement wins. The Saints, mired in misery at 1-8, represent a chance to build momentum. But Eno Benjamin and company know New Orleans fights dirty. Moehrig will be key, patrolling the deep and dictating coverage against Derek Carr's passes. If he builds on Green Bay, expect more turnovers, more stops that swing games in Carolina's favor. Reflecting on the offseason moves, Moehrig's signing stands out amid the free agent frenzy. While Roseboom leads in tackles, Moehrig's versatility shines, blitzing, covering, tackling in space. Spotrac pegged his deal at $51 million, a bet on upside that's paying dividends. Compare that to his Raiders tenure, solid but unspectacular, 202 tackles over 4 years. In Carolina, he's unlocked, thriving in a scheme that plays to his strengths. Canals, with his Seahawks roots, installed a defense emphasizing communication and aggression. Mohrig's the perfect fit. Panther Nation, feel this. The transformation from 2024's dumpster fire to 2025's contender. Yards allowed dropped dramatically, interceptions up, sacks climbing. Mohrig's pick was the spark, but its collective, linebackers swarming, corners locking down, and yes, even the D-line getting pressure. Against Buffalo it crumbled, but Green Bay rebuilt confidence. Fans, Hove stuck through Bryce Young's ups and downs. Chuba Hubbard's injuries deserve this glimmer. Imagine the scene, pre-game warm-ups, Mohrig chatting with vets, imparting wisdom from his Raider days. He's not the loudest, but his actions speak. 5 tackles against the Bills, quietly steady. Now with awards in hand, expectations rise. Teammates like J.C. Horn credit him for setting the tone in meetings, pushing the group to elite levels. Trez got that dog in him, Horn said, and it's showing. Broader lens, the NFC South is wide open. Falcons lead, but Panthers lurk with this 5-4 mark. A win over Saints could vault them into contention, especially if the offense clicks with Dowdle's runs eating clock. Mohrig's role, prevent big plays, force errors, exactly what he did up north. His third-quarter INT loomed large, stalling a Packers drive and flipping the script. That's impact, pure and simple. As the season wears on, injuries loom, but Mohrig's durability impresses. Full snaps every game, no complaints. From TCU star to Raider hopeful to Panther hero, his journey mirrors Carolina's, resilient, underdog fierce. Fans chant keep pounding, not just for the team, but for stories like this, blue-collar triumph in a star-studded league. Looking ahead, playoffs whisper. If the defense maintains 13th in yards allowed, pairs with an improving run game, watch out. Mohrig, with his $17 million average salary, must lead by example. Against Saints, expect him to shadow Chris Olave, breaking up slants and deep balls. A forced fumble or another pick. It de-cement his case for Pro Bowl nods. In the stands, Charlotte bleeds black and teal, or whatever shade of Panther blue fuels the fire. Tailgates buzz with talk of Mohrig's pick, replays on phones, hope palpable. This community, forged in losses, thrives on wins like Green Bay. Subscribe, like, comment, share your takes on Trez impact. Is he the missing piece? For now, he's the hero. Wrapping this up, the Panthers stand taller post-Packers. Inconsistencies linger, but Mohrig's play injects certainty. Keep pounding? Indeed, through the mud, the cold, the doubters, Carolina's rising, one interception at a time. As Canals eyes the horizon, his defense, led by this offseason gem, promises more fireworks. Panther Nation, your faith is rewarded. Stay locked in, the roar is just beginning.